When you come to Argentina, don't even try to avoid bakeries in Buenos Aires. Too many, too good. Without a doubt, sweets culture in Buenos Aires is quite evident. So let's deep dive in and see what people like to eat in one of the megapolis of Latam. Today I start my day by leaving the center and heading to the north of Buenos Aires. My list starts with La Valiente. There are a couple of places of this bakery in Buenos Aires, but none yet in the center. So since we came this way, let's look around and have breakfast. Today we came to another area in Buenos Aires, let's say a little bit outside the center. If you drive, it will take you around half an hour if the traffic is light, but I think it's really nice to explore different areas and not to focus only to the central cafeteria. So here we found actually quite local things. Like this coconut with dulce de leche and specifically medialunas because I've been recommended this place to come to try medialunas. Also chipacito, yesterday we tried chipacito which was round and today we see the different variations of chipacito. I never thought I will do like a search of chipacito, but since I like it a lot, like I think I will carry on trying in every single place. So yeah, I think the most important to assess and taste the medialunas because I think that's the crown pastry in Buenos Aires. So these medialunas taste quite light compared to the ones from yesterday. So the bottom from Oli was quite heavy and they reminded me a little bit of quinaman. These ones, they are very, very light and normally people have a couple of them. Since we do tasting, we're just trying one each, but easily I could eat 3 of them. So as I mentioned, we are also exploring different variations of chipacito and we have a rounded version today which I've never seen before. Let's have a look inside. I like that it doesn't even look like that it has any flour, it looks like it's just cheese. Well, I'll be honest, I think this is top 3 best chipacito I ever tried. Really good. Con dulce de leche, there is nothing that can go wrong. It's extremely sweet, like super sweet bomb. So you definitely wake up after this bite. It's a bit dry dessert, so probably you need to get another coffee if you want to carry on eating the whole thing. It's probably the classic Argentinian pastry, delicious. We got a little gift to try more. So with brownies, there's a little thing. If it's too dry, they cannot call it brownie, then it's a chocolate cake. Here I see this brownie deserves to be called brownie because it's very moist and fudgy. Let's see how it tastes. You know what's funny? That trying this brownie, I can tell exactly which chocolate they use because it tastes so familiar. Yet yeah, in general it's a nice brownie. Just some thoughts after we had experience here at this bakery. So when we entered, it was quite empty and we thought, okay, like it felt kind of, okay, we need to sit down, not to attract too much attention. At the beginning, it felt that the staff was a little bit shy with us. Probably when we broke the barrier, let's say, they were talking with us a little bit more. It looks like the local crowd is coming here. At least I didn't notice any tourists here. So, but in the end, everything delicious, and I like the fact that it has more traditional things from Buenos Aires, from Argentina, more local pastries. I'm really surprised about Morocco, the slice, because normally you buy little candies and they actually make it here. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to see the kitchen because they actually bring pastries from another bakery, and only certain days they produce pastries here. So overall, I think it's nice to get out of the comfort zone and explore, and I think this was a nice hub where locals go without many of the tourists. Anyway, we are still in this barrio, so we're gonna go to another few bakeries, or at least one. Here just behind us is a Núñez station and we continue exploring this barrio. So far what I saw, there are 3 bakeries. So 2 bakeries actually and 1 restaurant. I don't know anything myself what we're gonna see, so it's gonna be a surprise for both of us. So truly, probably this is the most local place that we've been so far. Very cozy, actually tiny, and the shop assistant said that actually this is the place where they started the business. They also have big production kitchen. On top of that, they have a restaurant in Palermo where they also sell pastries and they serve food.
Igual el restaurante tiene almuerzo, tiene cena y tiene tostadas, tiene avocado, ranch.
So here you see those 3 locations. Depends where you are in Buenos Aires, but this is very actually cozy place with these little tables here. I don't think you will be disappointed in any of the places. So if you wanna escape tourists, definitely come to Quadra. At least this place is actually no one here at the moment. You just have some local kids passing here, and in front of the bakery has a train station. So even though it's far away, it's easy to reach this place. This is the biggest media luna so far we tried, and really good and sticking a lot. Like, so media lunas comes always with syrup on top just by default. Yeah, let's see how it tastes. Delicious. Actually, I think I will forget about croissants in Buenos Aires. I just go for media lunas. Buttery, sugary. So those ones feel more buttery than from the La Valiente, and the bottom here is a bit more caramelized. So yeah, like looks like media luna. There is no one recipe. In every single place you eat the same media luna, but it has something different, something distinctive. As soon as I arrived here, by complete accident, I encountered a baker who I got to know at Oli Cafe. The pizza is the same owner. The same owner, and it's so good. Maybe we have a coffee and we do have Sounds like a client. I love getting inside the bakery and seeing bakers working in action. Even though I do it myself for a living, for some reason it's cool to watch the process from afar. Don't know how about you guys, but when I see action happening in the bakery, it gives me a nice feeling. Kind of creates an extra coziness. Moreover, the fact that you can see fresh production and smell things that just came out of the oven also adds some positive points to the whole experience. So interestingly, this place doesn't have media lunas, but they also run lunch service. You can have like warm ham and cheese croissant, also some potatoes with sandwiches. On top of that, obviously they have some pastries, and I went for a croissant because I follow the recommendations, and since everything looks good, I say okay, I will just follow the recommendations and see how it goes. This croissant has pastry cream and caramel. I cannot tell people how much to put, but I wish it had more filling. It tastes really nice. It's a well-made croissant, but I need to drink a lot of coffee because the filling doesn't reach the middle, so probably need to order another cafecito. Gracias. Round number 2, the cinnamon roll. I could chase a good cinnamon bun to the end of the world. Maybe I'm one of those weird cinnamon bun fans, but whenever I find a nice cinnamon bun, my heart starts to beat faster. Oh wow, that looks promising. So maybe it's something weird about me, but I'm sure some people watching this channel will relate what I'm trying to say. Actually really nice. They warm up before serving, and actually it changes a lot. It's so delicious. The pastry feels quite moist, but on top of that they put cream cheese frosting, which is kind of makes a perfect marriage. Delicious. We're just leaving a pastry shop, and next door we have pizza place, so I think it would be shame not to go and try it. Sometimes it's like that. You don't know where you're gonna end up. So here are the options they do here. The place feels buzzy and I saw many people coming in, having a quick bite and continuing with the day. It's been a long day trying things, so we are closing the day and having last bites. Tomorrow, I'm taking you to something different. We ran around Buenos Aires trying iconic bakeries, but I wanted to show a little bit more down-to-earth bakeries where local people go and buy a lot of pastries for merienda, for breakfast every day. So here in these small bakeries they do large quantities, massive variety, and it's so common that actually more local people buy from this small bakery than perhaps from the ones that I show, which are more like luxury things perhaps. This bakery opens at 6. People grab things before going to the office. Now it's relatively late, it's around 9 a.m. So here you grab a bowl, a tongue, and select what you like. The deal is, well, pastries for a fixed price. Or if you wish, you can buy individually a pastry for 200 pesos. I tried to grab a bit of everything. Those are really the classic Argentinian pastries, never going out of fashion. I came to Argentina for the first time in 2015 and this bakery doesn't seem has changed over the years. It remains truly authentic. However, what has changed quite a lot is price for this kind of things. Moreover, it should be noted that this video was filmed in 2023. Therefore, it is likely that you will face different prices for all these pastries that I have sampled throughout the video. To have mate, we're gonna have cafecito, and before leaving Argentina, we'll have our last breakfast / merienda. Here in Argentina, it's very common to have pastries with lard. We have here like 3 options. It's called librito. It's like a flaky pastry, but made with animal fat, and it's more savory thing to have. Here we have famous chipacitos or chipas, and we saw in different bakeries they have their own version. Here you buy by grams. Mate is inseparable thing for breakfast, lunch, dinner. You can have mate all day long. Obviously there are people that they prefer coffee for breakfast or maybe then continue with mate. There are some people that they drink mate all day long, so it depends. You cannot say that all Argentinians drink mate. So I think I would just want to wrap up and just, dig into these pastries, have my last breakfast here before going back to Europe. I hope you enjoyed this little tour in Buenos Aires, express tour, and I will see you soon in the next one.